So today I'm going to talk about what it takes to achieve any goal. Without this one thing, this one characteristic, this one virtue or value, nothing that you want to accomplish will actually come to fruition. And it seems so simple, but it's extremely difficult if you don't have what it takes to actually make it happen, right? And that is commitment. Commitment is the single most valuable attribute, characteristic, value, virtue that you can encompass within yourself. Because what happens when you try to do something without being fully committed or without having the ability to commit to it, you always fall off before your intended destination. Always. 100% of the time. You will not be able to reach your destination if you are not 100% committed to achieve it. So, I'm trying to think of a good example. So even if you start where you are and say, you know what, I want to lose 20 pounds. Oh, this is a big one, okay? Because this is personal. COVID, I quit smoking. I stopped drinking. I ate more. I gained weight. And I've been like, there's been a million and one reasons why maybe I didn't lose the weight yet that I've gained. And I have to be honest with myself, 1,000% honest with myself, because I literally had this conversation with myself this morning. Are you really committed? How committed are you? Because no matter what I've done, which is try different diets, gone on different programs, joined like 3 gyms, I always fall off. Because I'm like, it's somebody's birthday. We have like 55 birthdays in our family per year, right? Like there's always a birthday. It's somebody's, going away party. Like I'll start Monday. I'm only gonna fall off for the weekend. I lacked commitment, and I decided to stop bullshitting, really, and say, commit to this. I know what it takes to achieve goals. I've done it. I do it in my business. I do it with my children. I do it with, I've done it with school. I've done it with work, and it's commitment. When you commit to a project, when you come around and there's an obstacle or there's a situation that comes up, like a birthday, and then you're like, no, I'm committed. I'm committed to the outcome. Which means I'm going to stay disciplined and I'm going to do what I said I was going to do at the beginning of this journey until I achieve my goal. That is commitment. And lacking commitment will lead to the failure of all your life ambitions 1,000% of the time. So, you can try to discipline yourself. You can try to gain new and exciting habits. You can try to do 1,001 programs. You can try to, surround yourself with different people. And those are all good things, don't get me wrong. But if you are not committed, if you don't have what it takes within yourself to commit to something and actually see it through all the way, you're never going to see results. You're never going to achieve what you want to achieve. And it's always going to be excuse after excuse after excuse as to why. And until you see it within yourself, like I did, you're lacking commitment for this particular situation. Maybe you have commitment for other things. Maybe you have to explore why you're not committed to this. If you say it's so important to you. If something is that important to you, then you need to develop the commitment that it's going to take to stay disciplined to make it happen. Right? So, this is something I was thinking about for myself, because I'm always thinking of ways to improve. I'm always thinking of ways to do better and be better. And I'm always really going within myself to explore the reasons why. There's certain aspects that maybe I struggle with or things that maybe I'm not as committed with as other things. So I wanted to share and talk about it because I know this is a big thing, and I know a lot of people are going through it, and I know that there's so much that people want to achieve, but they won't commit. And I know I talk about, okay, if you want to achieve something, you got to invest in yourself. You have to be disciplined. You have to be persistent. And yes, you do all those things, but you have to have commitment first. You have to be committed. You have to say, I'm going to get through, and you have to know there's going to be obstacles, but it doesn't matter because if you stay committed, you will get through every single obstacle until you reach your goals. So, if you have not achieved your goals, if there's something that you really want to achieve that you keep on, stumbling with, then maybe it is worth it to really explore how committed you are and how serious you are about actually having that or achieving that, being that, becoming that, doing that. And if you've tried and failed 1,000 times, then maybe look at the commitment level. How committed? How committed are you really? Have that conversation with yourself. Nobody else. Have that conversation with yourself. Look in the mirror and say, are you really committed? I had to look in the mirror and recognize that I wasn't. No matter what I told myself, I have not been fully committed to certain things, because if I had been, then I would have achieved them by now. The things that I have committed to, I have 1,000% achieved, attained, became, had. And the things that I haven't committed to fully, I haven't. So it's a me thing. It's a you thing. Nobody else can change that. If you're committed, you will make it happen. So I encourage you to have that conversation with yourself. I encourage you to be honest with yourself. I encourage you to, really recognize where it is that you are not committed, and is it matching with what you say you want? If you say you want this, but you have no commitment to actually attain it, then you need to work on your commitment. You need to work on your commitment first. You need to work on developing that within yourself. Once you're committed, discipline doesn't seem hard. Discipline seems like a privilege, not a chore. Once you're committed, you know that it's going to take work. And you do the work, and you're willing to do the work. Not dragging by like, oh, this sucks every minute of the day. That's somebody who's not committed, who's being dragged to do something against their will, right? But you recognize that it's going to be hard. You recognize that sometimes it's going to, you're not going to want to. But your commitment will push you forward, because what you want to have is more important than the excuses you're giving yourself every step of the way on that journey. So, if you want to achieve your goals, stay committed. Be committed. Develop commitment. Cultivate commitment within yourself. The rest will happen. You have to start every path toward your goal committed. Fully committed. When you're fully committed, you will have what you want 100% of the time. So, stay strong, everybody. Stay committed. If you need help to develop your commitment, to get to your next level, to really achieve your goals, and to attain a dynamically better life, please reach out. I'm always willing to get on a call with you to, help you sort through whatever you need to get sorted. Just, to help you live a brand new and exciting life. It's possible, it's doable, and it honestly does start with you.